Broadcasting live from Wallace, Idaho, home of the Wallace Miners. This is Channel 3 Sports.
Good evening, basketball fans. I'm Jared Young here at Kirby Krulitz Court here with Channel 3 Sports. Got a great one for you tonight between the Kellogg Wildcats and your Wallace Miners. Should be a great girls basketball game here in the Silver Valley, a little Silver Valley clash going on. These teams have met twice already this season, Kellogg taking the best of both games so far. Kellogg has a little more of a balanced team this year. Then there's the Miners, who are a young basketball team, not a senior on the team, and really building for something within their own league this year and really building for that next year's basketball team. And we look forward to the Miners playing well tonight against these Wildcats. I'll go through the starting lineups for you here real quick. For the Wildcats tonight, starting tonight will be number 5, Macy Jerome, a 5'9" junior guard. Danny Schillerith, a 5'10" junior post, wearing number 11 tonight. Emily Coe, a 5'9" junior, number 12, also a post. And Alex Karst, a 5'7" guard, a junior, wearing number 13. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Wildcats, Madison Cheney, a 5'11" post, and she's a junior, and she'll be wearing number 40 tonight. And for the Wallace Miners, well, same 5 starters they've had most of the season. Starting with number 5, Ileana Lewis, a 5'6" junior guard. Number 10, Kylie Phillips, a 5'5" freshman guard. Number 21, Brittany Phillips, the 5'8" junior guard, kind of the team leader this year. And also another Phillips, her other sister, number 30, Bethany Phillips, a 5'10" sophomore forward, as well as number 33, Tia Hendrick, rounding out the starting lineup, a 5'11" junior post as well for the Miners. So we look for a great matchup here tonight. Next time you'll hear from us will be our PA announcer, Mr. Richardson. Mr. Patrick Richardson will be announcing from the floor tonight. Looking for a great ball game here, a little Silver Valley clash, and hopefully a little bit of magic in the air. All right, we'll see you in a few.
Before introducing tonight's starting lineups, we ask you all rise, remove your hats, and join us for the playing of our national anthem. Starting tonight for the Wildcats, a junior, number 5, Mason Rose. A junior, number 11, Danny Shore. A junior, number 12, Emily Cole. A junior, number 13, Alex Clark. And a junior, number 40, Madison Hughes. The Wildcats are coached by Janet Ewing.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system.
Somebody's been hanging out at Lake City.
All right, basketball fans, here we go here, Channel 3 Sports here at Kirby Krulitz Court. Miners and the Wildcats, and the Miners will take the opening tip. Brittany Phillips has the basketball, kicks it to Lewis, and she's guarded tightly there by Karst. And we're going to get a traveling violation on the Miners here early. And Wildcats with their first shot at it here in the first quarter. They got it out to get it inside deep to Coe. Cheney with it. It's tipped away by Kylie Phillips, knocks it out of bounds, but the Wildcats will retain possession. Alex Karst inbounds. Does get the ball in to Coe. She'll dribble up top, set the offense. Miners in the 2-3 zone. Trying to pack it in tight against a bigger Kellogg team tonight. Three-pointer off the mark that time by Alex Karst. And it's tipped out of bounds, and it'll be Miner basketball. So both teams get a stop on the first possession of the ball game. 0-0 here, 30 seconds in. Little full court pressure applied by the Wildcats here early. Looks like full court man-to-man. No ball tipped away, squirts into the hands. Lewis corrals it. Gets it to Kylie Phillips up top. Kylie gets it to her sister Brittany Phillips, kind of the leader for the Miners. She's going to take one in. Gets fouled on the short jump shot. That foul time by Madison Cheney, her first of the ball game, first team foul on the Wildcats. And Brittany will get 2 shots at it here early. Chance to open up the scoring in tonight's ball game. Phillips a good free throw shooter for the Miners. And she proves that right there by knocking down the first free throw and a 1-0 lead for the Miners. And she knocks down both free throws, and the Miners take a 2-0 lead. Ball into the hands of gets it inside. Schiller gets her shot blocked. Back to Emily Coe. Up top. Wildcats get into the lane, and Karst gets it knocked away. Miners with another defensive stop. Here comes Kylie Phillips with the basketball. Guarded by Macy Jerome. Man-to-man defense here early out of the Wildcats. Bethany Phillips now with it inside the key. Gets the shot tipped away into the hands of Tia Hendrick. Not going to find the bottom of the bucket there. Cheney, nice rebound. The interior defense that time by the Wildcats. They get it up top to Alex Karst. Ball tipped away, dances off the hands. Kylie Phillips, good defense that time by the Miners. Miners up 2-0 here, 6:15 to go, first period. Ball into Emily Coe. He gets a look at one, passes it up, and she's going to get called for the double dribble. So, Kellogg struggling a little bit here early in the ball game, but they're going to try to get that back with a little full court pressure. Miners to inbound. They do get it into Brittany Phillips. She's going to take it up, guarded closely by Schillereff. Phillips surveys the defense, finds an opening, gets down the lane, and they're going to get a blocking foul on the ground that time. It looks like Phillips is limping a little bit right after that. That'll be the second team foul on the Wildcats. First foul for Emily Coe. Phillips gets the ball. Tries to work it into her sister. Tipped around out to the hands of Lewis. Miners fortunate off of that pass. Lewis gets into the lane, gets into the teeth of the defense. Knocked away that time by Emily Coe. But back to Phillips. And she's in all the way around. Toilet bowl roll on that one. Doesn't get it. And here comes Jerome. Finds a wide open Schillereff. And she's going to tie this ball game at 2. 5.5 to go, first quarter, 2-2. Slow scoring game to start. Phillips has a little 3-on-2 right now. Gets the middle of the lane, jump stops, and gets the call. And she's going to get 2 shots as Emily Coe is going to pick up her second personal foul here early in the ball game. We'll see what Coach Nearing does with Emily Coe. She's got 2 early, or excuse me, I think that was Alex Karst. I'm sorry. Alex Karst with the personal foul. It's only her third team foul on the Wildcats. And Phillips knocks it down again. She's made all 3 free throws, all 3 points for the Miners. And she knocks down the next one, and it's 4-2. Courtesy of 4 free throws from Brittany Phillips. Jerome gets it on the wing to Schillerith. Gets it inside. I'll update the score. I'm trying to do 2 things at once for you guys. I'm sorry about that. Ball tipped around. Phillips gets it back, corrals the basketball. Good screen that time by her sister, Brittany Bethany. Oh, off her foot. And Phillips dribbles it off her foot out of bounds, gives the ball back to the Wildcats. And we'll get a timeout here on the floor, 30-second timeout. We'll be back in just a moment. And we're back to the action here. Wildcats inbound the ball. Macy Jerome across the timeline. Gets it on the wings. Schillerith tries to get it inside. Stolen away by the Miner. And we'll get a jump ball here as there's a fight for the belt. And it'll stay here with the Wildcats as the Miners got the opening tip. Like Jerome will inbounds. And they're able to get it into Cars, find the corner, and off the mark that time by Jerome, but offensive rebound gets tipped around into the hands of Phillips, and the Miners get a stop. Good ball game here early in the first half of the first quarter, tight ball game. Both teams still feeling each other out. Good defense that time. Phillips gets into the lane, little contact, no call. Macy Jerome back for the Wildcats. And they work it inside. That's Coe. Gets the ball tipped, blocked that time by Bethany Phillips. And Tia Hendricks rips that ball away. And back come the Miners. And they get it inside. Bethany Phillips working. Gets across, but Tia Hendricks there to clean it up. Oh, ball dancing everywhere under the hoop, and Jerome rips it away. Looks up top, gets it to Emily Coe. Can't find the inside pass. It tipped to the hands of Phillips again, and here come the Miners, 2-on-1. Phillips, nice little step through right there, and she's got her first actual bucket of the ball game, but 6 points now for Brittany Phillips. 6-2 Miner lead. Good cut inside that time by Schillerith. She's going to get a look. Oh, and they're going to get Tia Hendrick with the foul this time. First foul on the Miners, and Schillerith will go to the line for 2 shots. So a tough one there. Looked like a lot of ball there, but anytime you kind of bring that hand down, the refs are going to get you. But Miners making it tough to score inside for the Wildcats. Schillerith knocks down the free throw. 3 points now for the Wildcats. 6-3 cuts the lead in half. Into the ball game for the Miners, number 24 Kayla Haas, and I believe we had a substitution. Number 3 Brianna Clapper, or excuse me, number 10 Michaela Groff for the Wildcats. Second free throw was no good there, and here come the Miners. Well, almost stolen away that time by Jerome, but Phillips able to keep a hold of it for the team. They get it inside. Oh, almost get it to Hendricks, but good job that time by Macy Jerome hustling back into the middle of the lane to steal that ball away. Emily Coe now with the ball. Miners switch to a little man-to-man defense now. Make it tough to get in the lane. The Miners collapse well. Stop it. And we get another jump ball, I believe, on the floor. And we do. This time it'll be Miner basketball. Here with 2:47 to go in the first quarter. Substitution for the Wildcats, number 21, Danny Hendrickson into the ball game. And Callie Phillips with it, guarded by Hendrickson, excuse me. Brittany Phillips now gets into the teeth of the defense, kicks it out. Phillips, she's going to take her shot at it. And it's off the mark. Good defense by the Wildcats that time. Coe able to rip away that rebound. Jerome surveys the defense. Miners in the man defense. They get it inside. Good defense inside. Oh, ball tipped around. Oh, dancing everywhere. The Miners force a turnover. Oh, and it goes off the legs of Kylie Phillips, and the Miners will give it right back. Tough one because the Miners got a big stop there. But they're going to have to do it again. So after that wild ride there, it'll be Kellogg basketball. Into the game now, number 2, Aubrey Birdsell for the Miners, as Ileana Lewis will take a seat. They're able to get it inside. That's Coe. And she gets that one to fall. She's, I believe that's 4 points in the ball game now. 6-5, 1 point game here. 2 minutes left, first quarter. Got a good ball game on our hands. Jerome all over Brittany Phillips. Good battle there. 2 good players. Birdsell lost her dribble. And we're going to get a reach-in foul right there by Michaela Groth. That'll be the 4th team foul here early on the Wildcats. First foul for Groth. And looks like the Wildcats will stay in the man defense here. Kayla Haas tries to get inside, tipped away. Good hands that time by the Wildcats. Here comes Jerome. She's going to attack the basket. Good defense on the shot, but nice offensive rebound there by Emily Coe. She's going to fight, and she's going to get fouled, and that'll be a foul on Tia Hendrick again, I believe. That'll be a tough one for the Miners. I believe that is her second personal. No, they called that one on Birdsell. So I think the Miners dodged a bullet there. And the free throw is off the mark. 2 team fouls for the Miners right now. Go line up the second shot. And she knocks down the next one. And we got a tie ball game, 6-6 here with a minute and a half to go here in the first. Still, a little full court man-to-man applied by the Wildcats, trying to make things tough on the Miners. Brittany Phillips gets all the way to the lane. Ball tipped away from her. Gets it to her sister, Kylie, just off the front rim. Good rebound down low by Cheney. And she's going to get fouled by Kayla Haas. Excuse me, Kayla Haas. And here, nearing a minute to go here, first quarter. Tie ball game. Couldn't ask for a better game right now. Roth, oh, yep, she traveled with that basketball. Just couldn't decide if she was going to shoot there real quick. Saw a good pass opportunity, just was a step late on it. And she'll turn it over to the Miners here with just under a minute. Miners get it into Kylie Phillips. And she'll set the offense for the Miners. Birdsell with it. Tries to get the ball inside, can't do it. Miners good rotation of the ball here. Birdsell gets it to Haz. And it's tipped away. Tough defense by Cheney in the corner there. And stolen away by Jerome. And we're going to get tipped ball out of bounds. No foul call. Ball was out before the little topple over occurred. And the Miners will make a substitution here as Bethany Phillips, number 30, will come back in for Kayla Haas. 36.9 ticks here to go, first quarter, 6-6 ball game. And Jerome crossing the timeline. Guarded by Brittany Phillips. Good cut that time by Cole. They hit her inside, and she's off the mark. And Tia Hendrick rips down the rebound. Here come the Miners, 20 seconds. Chance to take last shot here, first quarter. Possibly a lead going into the second. Birdsell tries baseline, can't do it. Road able to get it to Bethany Phillips. Brittany thinks about one from deep. She is going to cast away. She's off the back iron. Good sky and rebound that time by Groth, and that's how the first quarter will end. 6-6 ball game. We got a good one on our hands, folks. We'll be back in just a minute with the second quarter. All right, as the teams prepare here for the second quarter, a little bit of scoring, leading scores for both teams right now. Brittany Phillips has all 6 points for the Miners, as I believe Emily Coe leads the way, I think, with 5 points. I might be off on a bucket there, but at least she has 3, I know, for the Wildcats. And Wildcats will have first possession here, second quarter. Roth with the ball, gets it to Jerome. Screen coming, she's going to get into the teeth of the defense, kicks it out. Wildcats attack again, kick out for Groff. And she's off the mark, into the hands of Phillips. Chance to run and get a one-on-one here. And she goes with the left hand, buries it. Nice job taking the lead for the Miners, 8-6 early lead. Good tip away by the Miners, ball dancing around. Oh, and Brittany Phillips going to pick up a foul there, trying to go for the loose ball. That'll be the 4th team foul on the Miners. I believe Brittany Phillips' first personal foul. Nobody in real foul trouble yet for either team. But second quarter, as we know, anything can happen. Oh, Wildcats inbound the ball. Jerome with the basketball. Looking inside. Does get it to Groff. Back to the corner. She's going to get a good look at a 3. Off the iron. Ball dances around into the hands of Phillips. And she gets it to Brittany Phillips. As Miners will take their 2-point lead down. Chance to try to extend the lead. 7:15 to go here, second quarter. 8-6 ball game. Both teams playing tough defense. Bethany Phillips will cast away from 3 off the iron into the hands of Alex Karst. She's going to keep going. Looks up the field, up the court to Coe. And she's going to get tipped away by, nice play there by Kylie Phillips, knocking it out of the hands as she tried to go for that shot. The Wildcats will retain possession. Into the ball game now is Haley Potts for the Wildcats, making her first appearance tonight. They get it in, and that's Coe, I believe, with the jumper off the mark, tipped into the hands. Bethany Phillips corrals it, and Sister Brittany will bring it up. Finds an open Phillips. Kylie Phillips casts away for 3 off the mark. Ball dances around in the hands of Lewis. Ball tipping everywhere right now. Nobody's got a handle on it, and the Miners finally do. And Brittany looks into a good 3-pointer and buries the shot. Knocks down another one. Brittany Phillips on fire in this one. 11 points already. All the scoring for the Miners. She can't be stopped at the moment. Ball tipped around Jerome. Good fight for it. Off-balance shot, but knocks it down. Nice job there by Macy Jerome. 11-8 now. 3-point ball game. Kylie Phillips trying to get to the lane. And we're going to get a push on the floor. A little arm bar. And that'll be the 5th team foul on the Wildcats. Believe it was on Alex Karst. And it was. That's her 2nd personal foul. Looks like Neri will keep her on the floor. Well, the sub coming, it looks like. Miners able to get it into Lewis. Lewis kind of loses the handle, able to stay with it. Brittany Phillips with it now. Gets it in. Oh, good dump down look. Right idea, just a little much on the pass, and the Miners turned it over. And Karst will take a seat. Number 11, Danny Schillereth back into the ball game for her, as Karst has to leave with those 2 personal fouls here in the first half. Jerome brings it now. Over to Coe. Back to Groff. Ooh, good hands by Phillips again. Kind of making things tough on the Wildcats. Miners playing pretty good basketball right now. Jerome gets a look from the elbow, off the mark. A good rebound by Coe. Tries to do the step through, off the back iron, and Tia Hendricks going to get the rebound. Good stop there for the Miners. A needed stop. Brittany Phillips gets the lane, shoots a little jumper, off the mark, into the hands of Coe. Jerome Serban finds the wing. That's Groff, wide open 3-point look, and nothing but air on that one, but nice offensive rebound. Ball tipping everywhere. Jerome seems to be all over the court on both sides. Gets a look on Phillips there, and she's going to get fouled on the jumper, and that's going to be the 2nd personal on Brittany Phillips. But I think Coach Vargas is going to have to keep her on the floor, as she has been the offense so far tonight. She's having a pretty good ball game here to start the game. Jerome's shot off the back iron. Both teams 5 team fouls in the ball game right now. 5 5 minutes roughly to go here. First half, 11-8 ball game. And second free throw is good from Jerome. 11-9 now. Miners still holding a 2-point lead. Phillips guarded by Jerome. She's on her every inch of the court, seems like. Lewis gets a high ball screen. They get it over to Phillips now. Tipped out of her hands, but gets a screen from Hendricks, trying to free her up. Bethany Phillips now. A little body there, no call. And Coe knocks it out of bounds. And the Miners will get a little out of bounds play going here. Kylie Phillips, the inbound. Box set from the Miners. Having trouble getting it in, and a tough pass there. Good job by Phillips to get that one as Jerome got her hands on it. Double screen there up top. Phillips over to Lewis. Lewis thinks about baseline, pulls it back out. Miners doing a good job being patient. Lewis with it. Screen from Bethany Phillips. Finds Brittany with another wide open look for three, and she knocks down another one. That's her second triple of the ball game. And it's 14-9, largest lead of the game here for the Miners at 5 points. 14-9. Coe kind of loses her footing there as she went in the lane, gets a travel violation. And the Miners get another stop. Back into the ball game is number 21, Danny Henriksen for the Wildcats. Miners struggling to get it in here. They tipped out of bounds that time by number 11, Schillerith. The Miners got to do a little more, got to move a little bit quicker to get this ball inbound. They're trying to really take away Brittany Phillips. Kylie's going to have to do a good job bringing it up probably most of the night. Gets it stolen away that time by Schillerith. Good hustle back on defense that time by Lewis to take away the easy layup opportunity. So it'll stay Kellogg basketball, but good job by the Miners getting back in transition to stop a layup opportunity. Potts back to Jerome. Jerome gets a nice open looking one off the mark. Hasn't found her range yet from deep. And Hendrick knocks down another, grabs another rebound for the Miners. Phillips now. Guarded tightly by Jerome. Jerome not giving her an inch. Kylie Phillips now. Over to Lewis. Miners doing a good job of cutting, moving without the basketball. Try to get it inside. They try to work it into Tia Hendricks. And we're going to get a timeout by Coach Farkas and the Miners as they'll try to extend their lead. 3:20 to go here, first quarter. All right, back to the action here. Miner basketball. Inbound. They got Phillips in the corner. Good closeout that time by Schillerith. Miners able to get it back to Brittany Phillips. Has a chance at a three-point look. Passes it up. Kylie wide open look for three. Off the back iron. Right for the rebound. Good job by Bethany Phillips. Get her hand on it. And Miners, a little offensive rebounding. Second chance shot opportunity here. Phillips dribbles right around into a nice baseline jumper off the back iron. Lewis, great job to knock it out of the hands, but tips it back in the hands of Hendrickson. And here comes Jerome. Kellogg able to get a little 12-footer, and she buries another one. Cuts into the lead. Now it's 14-11. Brittany Phillips with the ball. Directing traffic to get the one-on-one matchup. Nobody runs and jumps. 2:30 to go here, second quarter. Miners 3-point lead. Good job by Phillips to get it to her sister Bethany. Looks inside. Hendrick trying to get the handle on it just off her fingertips. And Jerome, nice look up the court. Just too much mustard on that one. And it goes out of bounds as the Wildcats had another chance for a layup, but throw it away. And the Miners will dodge a bullet there and get the ball back. So Madison Cheney back into the game as Haley Potts will take a rest. Miners sticking with the same 5 on the floor. All 3 Phillips sisters, Ileana Lewis and Tia Hendrick. Excuse me. All right, approaching 2 minutes here, second quarter. Miners 3-point lead. In a good spot here. Brittany Phillips having a great ball game so far. Kylie, tough jumper off the mark, but Brittany off the mark as well. Miners get another 2 shots. Can't find the bottom of the bucket. And here come the Wildcats. Good job by Hendrick defense there to knock it away from Cheney. And they're going to say that's off Kellogg. And it will be Miner ball once again. Into the ball game back in is 24 Kayla Haas for the Miners as Bethany Phillips will take a seat and get a much needed rest. Ball tipped around, but Brittany able to grab a hold of it, finds Kylie. Nice crossover to beat the defense. Ooh, tough pass stolen away by Jerome. She's going to get an easy one, and she buries it. 7 points now in the ball game for Macy Jerome. She makes it a 1-point ball game, and she seems to be getting her hand on everything right now. She's making it real tough on Phillips. It's a good battle tonight so far between Brittany Phillips and Macy Jerome, leading the way for both teams. And Brittany Phillips gets tipped out of her hands again by Coe that time. Miners working hard to get into the hands of Brittany Phillips as she's the leading scorer in the ballgame. She has all 14 points for the Miners right now, having herself a whale of a first half. Miners trying to get it in. Oh, ball's going to be stolen away on the inbounds. Here come the Wildcats again. There's Jerome, step through. And they're going to get a block on the Miners. That's a tough one. I thought Brittany Phillips might have been in place that time, but that's going to be a tough one for the Miners. That'll be her 3rd personal foul. And that'll be the 16th foul on the Miners. I think Coach Vargas is going to keep her out on the floor here with only a minute left in the first half. Nope, looks like we're going to get a sub in for her. Free throw knocked down by Jerome to tie the ball game. 14-14. Nobody can seem to pull away so far. We'll see how the Miners go without their leader on the floor at the moment for this last minute. Jerome lines up, second free throw. And she rattles it home. 15-14. And Kellogg wipes away that 5-point Miner lead and takes the lead by 1. A little 6-0 run. Ooh, stolen away that time by Coe. And she's going to turn it up and in and get the and one. And a little momentum swing here at the end of the first half for in the Wildcats' favor. We're going to get that foul. They're going to call that one on number 2, Birdsell, once again. Off the front iron, ball tipped around. Kicked around a little bit. And Lewis is going to come up with it for the Miners. We're going to get a foul on the floor. Be the 16th foul on the Wildcats. They're going to get that one on number 11. That's Danny Schilleriff. I believe her 2nd personal foul. Ooh, no, looks like they called that one on Coe, I believe. Yeah, they called that one on Coe. Her 2nd personal. Oh, ball thrown away. Miners got to touch it at least. And they do get an over and back call there, but save a bucket in the process. We got 17-14, 3-point game. Still anybody's ball game in this one. 43.5 ticks here to go, first half. Henriksen to get it in, gets it into Groth, finds Jerome. Miners working a little zone action here. Tough shot that time by Cheney, but she knocks one down, 19-14. Miners able to get it into Birdsell. Oh, picks up her dribble in the backcourt, never a good sign, but gets it to Phillips. Phillips got a chance here. Finds Lewis. She's going to get all the way to the bucket. Oh, just off the mark, but gets her own rebound. Kicks it out to Kylie Phillips. She's going to cast away from three, off the mark. But into the hands. Another offensive rebound by the Miners, but it's tipped around. And they're going to give the ball to the Wildcats here with 7 seconds to go in the first half. Oh, Cheney with it now. 5 ticks left. 3, 2. Oh, she's going to cast away off the mark, and that's how the first half will end. Still got a great ball game on our hands. 19-14, the Kellogg Wildcats leading the Wallace Miners. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with the second half action. All right, welcome back, Miner fans and fellow Wildcat fans, with the second half action here from Kirby Krulitz Court, 1914 ball game, Miner basketball. Phillips with the ball up top, man-to-man out of the Wildcats, it looks like. Oh, foul that time inside by Cheney, and that's going to send Brittany Phillips back to the line. Another chance to add to her point totals. All 14 points in the first half for the Wallace Miners went to Brittany Phillips. And her free throw is up and buries another one. Her first points in the second half cuts the lead to 4, 19-15. And she knocks down both. 16 points for the Miners, 16 points for Brittany Phillips. Go. Takes a shot at it, kicks it back out. Ball tipped around. Jerome gets a nice looking one. She knocks down another bucket. He's over in double figures now for the ball game with 11, I believe. 21-16, 5-point lead. Wildcats. Miners staying in it. Phillips. Stop, gets a screen from her sister, doesn't use it, goes baseline, kicks it back out. Bethany's going to take a shot at 3 just off the front iron. Ball tips around into the hands of Emily Coe. Jerome loses the handle for just a second, able to corral it. Guarded by Phillips, able to get by her into the lane, off the mark, gets her own rebound, throws it up and in, does Macy Jerome. She's starting to take over for the Wildcats now, 23-16. Phillips, guarded by Schilleruth. Tough matchup there for Kylie. She's doing great as she's only a freshman. Brittany casts off a 3 off the back iron into the hands of Schilleruth. And here comes Macy Jerome once again. Gets it in the corner, good pass inside, tipped away by Tia Hendrick, gets the steal and finds her teammate Lewis. And Miners pick up a key stop that they needed. Miners spreading things out, pass stolen away. That time by Karst. Oh, almost travels with it, but finds Jerome. Jerome shoots a little baby J off the mark with their little floater opportunity, but into the hands of Coe. Coe guarded tightly by Lewis. Phillips on Jerome. Looks inside, nice pass. Ball tipped around. Ooh, tough foul call that time. Thought it might have been all ball, but they might have got it on. And they got it on Tia Hendricks. That'll be the first foul for the Miners. Second foul on Tia Hendrick. So 1 foul apiece for both teams. Coe at the line. Her first free throw rattles home. And she knocks down them both. 25-16 here with 5:54 here to go, third quarter. Phillips trying to get in the lane. She does. Nice dump down to Hendrick. And there it is. Another first bucket by someone other than Brittany Phillips. And the Miners needed that one. Good inside look there to Tia Hendrick. Tough shot by Coe off the mark. Good rebound by Ileana Lewis. Miners working to cut into this lead. 7-point ball game right now. Miners need a bucket this possession. They find Bethany Phillips. Looking, finds Brittany Phillips. She's going to get a chance to look at one. I had a chance at another dribble there to make that shot a little easier, but the Miners get it back. And she gets a nice open look for 3, just off the mark, but good offensive rebound once again by the Miners. Kylie Phillips going to cast away from 3, just a little too much on that shot. And the Miners are turned away here with 5 minutes to go here in the third. Jerome, dangerous, and when she gets into the paint, and off the mark that time. Ball danced around, fight for the rebound, ripped away by Coe. And 3 rattled home by Jerome. 28-18, 10-point lead now. Oh, ball stolen away that time by Coe. And they're going to throw it right back to the Miners as the ball trickles out of bounds. Miners fortunate in that situation. It was good defense that time by the Wildcats, but they give it right back. Phillips trying to get it in, gets it into her sister Kylie. Miners need to give her some space. Oh, it picks up a dribble in the backcourt. It's going to make things tough right into the hands of Jerome. Jerome goes up, misses the layup, but Schiller able to clean it up. Phillips, good time this time, able to get it across into the front court. Lewis gets nice run baseline, runs into some contact, no call. Into the hands of, I think that was Cheney. Tight defense here by the Miners. Lewis playing so tough. Yep, they're going to get a little push off there by Emily Coe. She was trying to get a little physical with Lewis, and Lewis wasn't having it. 30-18 now, 4 minutes left here, halfway through the third. All right, Miner basketball, trying to get that ball in because pressure applied all game long so far by the Wildcats in the full court. It will get up, Lewis, nice catch. Gets it back to Brittany Phillips up top, guarded by Jerome. She's going to get a high ball screen from her sister. Good look for three, wide open. Oh, in and out. Good. Bethany Phillips, nice rebound, just can't find the zone. There's a lid on top of this bucket right now for the Miners. Getting some good looks at it, just not falling. And we're going to get a blocking foul this time on Kylie Phillips. Second team foul on the Miners. Our last foul for the Wildcats was on Emily Coe. She has 3 personals now. Only one kind of in foul trouble for Wildcats. Jerome's going to get her first rest of the game, as well as Chiller's going to come off the floor as Hendrickson and Groth come back into the ball game for the Wildcats. And gets inside Coe, right in the middle of the paint. Gets it stolen away by the Miners. Tia Hendrick coming up with the basketball. Back into the hands of Phillips. With Jerome off the floor, Miners need to capitalize with a few buckets here. Phillips to Lewis. Back up to Brittany Phillips. Trying to find an opening. Good step out defense, but tough shot, but rebound there. For the Miners, Bethany Phillips casts away off the iron once again. But Tia Hendrickson there, second rebound this possession. Gets it inside to Brittany Phillips, and she knocks down the much-needed bucket for the Miners. She's up to 18 points, 30-20 now. And stolen away by Brittany Phillips, doing it on both ends for the Miners tonight. Guarded by Groth now. He's trying to get a little look, tried to get it, I think she was trying to get it into Tia, but couldn't quite get it there. Good defense that time by the Wildcats. Groth looking for an opening. Finds Karst. Where Henderson gets it inside to Coe. Coe trying to go to work. And good step help defense there by Tia Hendrick. Tipped into the hands of Cheney. Miners trying to make things tough. And they get it. A good tip away that time by Ileana Lewis. They're trying to really work that ball into Coe. She has a little size mismatch, but Ileana Lewis said, I'm not having it. Substitution to the ball games now for the Miners. Kayla Haas comes in, as well as number 2 Aubrey Birdsell. Haley Potts into the ball game for Kellogg, as well as Macy Jerome's going to step back onto the floor. Potts gets it inside. She's in and out on her shot opportunity, and Tia Hendrick gets another rebound. Kylie Phillips with it now, sets the offense for the Miners. Kayla Haas trying to look inside. Ooh, gets it tipped away by Groth as she's trying to find Birdsell. And Schiller's going to come back in, just giving Coe a rest for the Wildcats. Ball into Brittany Phillips now. Over to Kylie. Birdsell goes, drives baseline, gets a nice little jumper from the baseline, off the mark, tipped around, and it's going to be off the Miners as they kind of fought with themselves that time for the rebound. We got a 10-point ball game, $1:26 to go here, third quarter. Kellogg went on a little run this quarter to open it up a little bit, but the Miners trying to fight back. I think the lead was as high as 12 or 13, and now it's a 10-point game. Good ball rotation here by the Wildcats. Miners trying to make things tough. They're in the zone right now. Birdsell all over Groff. They work it inside the Potts. Turns. Can't find the bucket. Kayla has with the rebound. Another stop for the Miners. They get it up to Birdsell on the wing. Here come the Miners. She gets a nice little 18-footer. Just short on her tip, but off the hands of the Wildcats. And it will stay Miner ball here with 47 ticks to go in the third. Miners need to get a bucket right here, cut this lead. If they can get under 10 here in the fourth quarter, it's anybody's ball game. Get it up to Brittany Phillips, pump fakes, gets all the way to the cup and finds the bottom of the bucket. She's got 20 points now in the ball. Oh, excuse me, she's got 18, I think. Oh, three-pointer that time by Groff. As the Miners were inching closer, she extends that lead to 11. 33-22, 22 ticks to go here in the third. Phillips trying to find her shot, gets it inside to Hendrick. Kicks it back out to Phillips, thinks about a three. Dead swing, Miners swing the ball across court. Back to Birdsell, Phillips with it again. And, ooh, they're going to get Phillips with a travel here with 2 seconds left. Tough one that time for the Miners. And Jerome's probably going to cast one away here from half court. She does. And she'll be short on the shot attempt, but that's where we'll go to the third quarter. 33-22. Wildcats on top of the Miners. Be back in a moment. And back to the action here, fourth quarter. Wildcats up by 11, 33-22. Been a good ball game so far. 5-point game at halftime. Wildcats went on a little run there in the third quarter. Miners able to stem the tide a little bit and fight back before Kellogg could run away with one. So anybody's ball game here. 4 or 5 possession game. 6 if we're going by twos. So again, both teams haven't been taking care of the basketball great tonight, so it's anybody's game. Tough shot that time taken by Jerome on that last little shot there. Good defense by the Miners. Miners will be in the 2-3 out of the out-of-bounds play here. Trying to make things tough. Roth gets into the lane, shoots a little jumper off the glass, and good. She opens up the scoring here in the fourth quarter. 35-22. Phillips working hard to get by Schillerith. She does. And she's going to try to get all the way to the cup. Loses the handle. And it'll be turnover to the Wildcats. Good idea there that time by Kylie Phillips. Just lost the handle. And here comes Macy Jerome once again for the Wildcats. She's had a great game tonight. Ooh, throws it away into the hands of Bethany Phillips. And here comes Brittany Phillips. Oh, and Haley Cheney comes behind her and steals it away. But she falls into a trap, but gets it to the sure hands of Jerome. The ball's dancing everywhere. People rolling with it. And Coach Janet Nearing is able to get a timeout before a turnover might happen. Good timeout there by Kellogg coach. And we'll go to a quick break here. And here come the Wildcats here out of the timeout. 7 minutes to go in the ball game. 13-point game. A lot closer game this time between these two teams than the last few. Miners playing pretty good ball game. Brittany Phillips gets a steal. Takes it right to the hole versus Groth. Contact, and she gets the and one. She's got 22, having herself a career night tonight. Cuts into the lead. Chance to cut it to 10 here with the free throw. That'll be the second foul on Groth. Third team foul on the Wildcats. Not much fouling here in the second half. And she buries the free throw. And her 23 points so far in the ball game for the Miners. Wildcats get inside to Cheney. She tries to flip one up. Not sure if she was trying to pass there, but turnover for the Wildcats. Cole will come back onto the floor as Groth will take a seat for the Wildcats. A 10-point game here early in the fourth. Ooh, ball's going to get thrown away into the hands of Cheney. Miners turn it over. Cheney to Hendrickson. Jerome drives baseline. Good help defense by the Miners, but they're going to get a block on Bethany Phillips down low. It'll be an out-of-bounds play for the Wildcats. Third team foul on the Miners. And that'll be the second foul on Bethany Phillips. Or excuse me, first team foul they've called on her. Ooh, good look for Coe there. She knocks one down. And we're going to get a timeout by Coach Farkas. And we'll be back in just a moment. And we're back here, fourth quarter action here from Kirby Krulis Court, Channel 3 Sports. 37-25, Wildcats with the lead. Well, the Miners playing a pretty good ball game all around. They've shown great improvement each one of their games this year. With this young team, this is great to see. Kylie Phillips, good job breaking the pressure. Up to Ileana Lewis. Gets it to Brittany Phillips, pump fakes, tries to get into the lane. Here we get to Kylie. Phillips once again guarded by Jerome. Trying to get her shot off. He's had a whale of a ball game. Kellogg playing tough defense here, making things tough on the Miners. Picking up a way outside the three-point line. Oh, I thought we might get a foul call on Jerome there, but instead, Brittany Phillips getting mugged all over the floor, buries it anyway. And then she cuts the lead back to 10. 25 points in the ball game for Phillips. Oh, thrown away by Jerome, out of bounds that time. Good defense once again by the Miners. These refs are really letting them play out there. A lot of contact on both these last possessions. They're letting them good at it. Ooh, ball tipped off the air. Tipped, not who sure they're going to call it off. They're going to say it was off of Cheney. Good job getting her hands on it. And the Miners will retain possession. Miners really trying to get that ball into Brittany Phillips whenever they can. They will get it to Haas. She gets past it, goes to the lane, jump stops, ball tipped around, contact all over the place, and they finally call a foul on this court. And the Miners will get it out of bounds. That's the 4th team foul, only on the Wildcats. Looks like Haley Potts going to come into the ball game now for the Wildcats. We'll see who she takes out. And they're going to take out Schilleruff. On the floor for the Miners, Brittany, Kylie, and Bethany Phillips, Kayla Haas, and Ileana Lewis. Miners trying to get it in. Tough time. It does get it into Bethany Phillips. And we're going to get a blocking foul that time by Potts. And that'll be the 5th team foul now on the Wildcats. Miners need to force a couple more fouls, get some one-on-one or one-and-one opportunities to try to catch up in this ball game. Able to get it in. Bethany Phillips once again almost loses the handle, but gets it over to Lewis. The Miners able to set the offense now. Jerome all over. She's playing a pretty good game. Making things hard for a lot of body, but not calling much. And stolen away by Coe. Gets it up to Jerome. She's going to get an easy one here and knocks it down. Jerome having a great night also. Phillips gets it stolen away. And we're going to get a foul on the floor. They got to get it on the Miners there. They're going to call that one on Lewis. 4th team foul for the Miners. And Tia Hendricks going to come back into the ball game for Bethany Phillips for the Miners. 39-27, 4:27 left to go in the ball game. Jerome's going to take her time, getting it up the court. 2-3 out of the Miners. Ooh, Phillips got a hand on it. Able to get it back to Jerome. She fakes the 3, jumps into the lane. Got stuck in no man's land there. Ball tipped around everywhere. We're going to get a jump. And that'll be Miner ball as they got the possession arrow in their favor. So the Miners get a stop. Much needed. Into the ball game now, number 23, Brooke Benning for the Wildcats now, making her first appearance. Tia Hendrick able to get it in, finds it up to Phillips, gets a step on. Ooh, ball tipped away, reaching everywhere, and we're going to get a foul on the floor. We're going to get that one on Benning, her first personal. 6th team foul now on the Wildcats. So the next one will put the Miners into the bonus. Miners trying to get it in. They do to Lewis. Goes up top of the key. Finds Kylie Phillips. Over to Kayla Haas. Lewis now in the corner. Get the ball to Brittany Phillips. Gets it open. Jumper off the front iron. Ball tipped around to the hands of Potts. And we're going to get another. Ooh, they thought they were going to call a jump, but they did not. Jerome with it now. Benning going to give her the 3 there. Off the mark. Potts able to get the backside rebound and knock it down. So 41-27. Kylie Phillips casts away from 3 off the back iron. Tipped out to Brittany Phillips. Guarded by Jerome. Kylie's got it once again. Almost a little miscommunication there by the Miners, but they're able to stay with it. Phillips had a look at one. Passed it up, drove in the lane, kicks to Haas. Back to Phillips, wide open, 3-point look for the Miners. Off the mark. And good job by Jerome on the rebound. Ooh, interesting call there. Hendrickson up and good. And her first bucket of the ball game. 43-27 now. 2:45 to go here. Both teams still playing really hard. Brittany Phillips gets it. Gonna get a Potts with the foul. That'll be a 1-and-1 now opportunity. I think Tia Hendrick. I know they're gonna send Brittany Phillips to the line, as they got that foul on number 23, Brooke Benning. And that's the 17th foul, so we'll get the 1-and-1 opportunity. Brittany Phillips trying to add to her 25 points here. 26 points now for Brittany Phillips. And second free throw opportunity coming. And we're going to get a late substitution here, as Emily Coe's going to come back in for Benning. All right, so we'll line up the second free throw again for Phillips. Up and good. She has not missed a free throw tonight. 27 now in the ball game. Great game for her. Nice cross-court pass off the mark that time. Sure, that was Karst with the last shot. We're going to get a foul again here on Potts, I believe, her third personal, and that'll be a 1-and-1 for the Miners. And I believe Kayla Haas will be at the line. Her chance to put her first points on the board tonight. 2:19 to go in the ball game, 43-29. And Chillerus going to come back in as Haley Potts will take a rest. First shot of the 1-and-1 here. Ball is up off the iron, tipped it right into the hands of Coe. And sure hands of Macy Jerome with the ball now. Miners still fighting hard, staying in the zone at the moment, trying to trap. Coe gets out of it. Looks backside, nice cut by Karst. And she knocks one down. Liliana Lewis with it, gets it back to Phillips. Good screen that time up top. Ooh, and they're going to call that one on Kylie Phillips. Macy Jerome, tough play for her right there, but shakes it off. She's a tough player, good player there for the Wildcats. And under 2 minutes to go now, 45-29, Wildcat basketball. Miners looking for a stop here. Jerome passes up the three, gets it on the lane, shoots a little jumper, rattles in and out. Lewis had her hands on it, but Chillerus is going to get it. And Tia Hendricks just rips it out and says that ball's mine. And we're going to get a reach-in foul there by Cheney. And it's going to send Brittany Phillips to the line once more for another 1-and-1. So she's at 27. Let's see if Brittany Phillips can hit that number of 30 tonight. We'll have a chance to get to 29 if she knocks down both free throws. First attempt, up and good. Not surprising she shoots so good from the line. She won the Elks Wallace hoop shoot years ago when she was a little bit younger. And she knocks down them both. 29 points in the ball game for Brittany Phillips. I'd love to see her hit another bucket, get that 30 mark. Good pass inside to Schiller. She knocks one down. 47-31 now. Ball stolen away by Jerome. She's going to throw one up. Tipped around, up and good that time by Coe. Kellogg just staying in the full court pressure. Oh, tipped away again by Coe. Gets another steal. And we're going to get a push and foul on the ground there by Lewis. That's only the 5th team foul on the Miners. 16 foul on the Miners. And that was Lewis's first foul of the game. Oko gets it easy on the inbounds, misses it. Ball tipped around. Good hustle that time, but it will stay Wildcat basketball. 46.9 ticks to go here in the game. 18-point game, but the game's been a lot closer than that for most of this ball game. Been a good, hard-fought game from both teams. Very physical ball game tonight. 3 on the mark by Karst. Nice shot. Phillips with it now. Trying to find an opening. Gets into the lane. Oh, and she gets bulldozed there, and she's going to get that chance to go to the line here. She'll get 2 shots this time. Chance to make, she got 29 in the ball game. Let's see if she hits 30 points. We're looking for something special tonight, and I think a 30-point ball game will be one of those things. And there it is. There's the 30 points tonight from Phillips. 52-32 now. And a knockdown, another one. She's got 31 and hasn't missed a free throw. That is that's amazing. Good defense. Nice job by Jerome cutting in the lane, fighting hard, able to get it out to Schillerith. Back to Coe. She is being physical. Just kind of runs over Kylie Phillips into the lane, but rebounded by Phillips. 5 ticks to go here now. See if she casts one up. And she does. Oh, and probably could have called a foul on that last one, but they don't. As the game will end right there, 52-32. Good, hard-fought battle by both teams, but the Wildcats will take it here tonight from Kirby-Krulitz Court. Great game by both teams. Thanks for joining us tonight here from Kirby-Krulitz Court here in Wallace, Idaho.